to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 12th of November, 2014, and this is episode 114. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you to all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Damaris, we have some new people this week. Do you want to give them a shout out?
Sure. Ah, yes. Seems the enemy has joined our podcast group.
Is she your nemesis?
Yes.
Oh.
She's my arch nemesis.
Would you like to tell them who she is?
Hannah, who is McAvoy is Life from Edinburgh. I thought you said your username had nothing to do with McAvoy.
This is her friend Hannah from her drama classes. Yeah. Who else joined?
And Carrie, who is Wild Raven 16 from Maryland.
So thank you for joining the group. We're glad to have you. Damaris, if somebody is watching and they're not a member of our group, what should they do?
Join our Ravelry group.
And then what?
Introduce yourself in our introductions thread and you'll get a shout out on our next podcast.
That's right. We would like to say a big, huge thank you to an anonymous donor who donated some of her hard-earned monies to help support the podcast. That helps pay for shipping of prizes, badges, all that fun stuff. So a big thank you. We love you. To our anonymous donor. There is a donate button on our website if you would like to donate something. Yeah. All right, well, we have quite a few things to talk about. I have a large pile of wool in my lap. So we probably should get started. Here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So Damaris, what's on your needles?
Well, it's not really on my needles, but these are my fingerless gloves I've been doing, and I soaked them because I needed them to loosen up before I completed the final phase of the project.
Okay, so why don't you explain what these are and what they're made of and all that for somebody who might not know?
They're fingerless gloves.
Okay, and what yarn did you use?
King Cole Merino Blend 4-ply in the black colorway.
And what size needles were you on?
US 2.75 millimeters.
Okay. And these are for your drama production this weekend?
Yes.
So what is the next step of what you're going to do once they dry?
I'm duplicate stitching.
Okay. Because you're trying to make them look like... What's the final product an imitation of?
Black Widow's gauntlets.
Okay. So we're waiting for them to dry, and then you'll duplicate stitch and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So with this being done, what is going to be up next on your needles?
A pair of gloves for my arch nemesis.
I think that might need to be in the title.
Pair of gloves for my arch nemesis.
In which we discovered Damaris has an arch nemesis. Okay, that's going to be the title.
Sorry.
I'm going to put that in.
I'm sorry, Hannah.
And I am open for, I'm taking applications for whoever wants to be my arch nemesis. So if you're interested in filling the spot, send me your resume and a cover letter of why you would be my arch nemesis, and we'll let you know. All right, is there anything else you want to talk about? All right, well, let's move on to the next part then.
So what's on your needles?
A lot of stuff. Okay, so first up is a super secret project, but it's not the same super secret project I've been talking about. It's a new super secret project.
Intrigue.
I can tell you what it is, I just can't show you. It is the Outlander-inspired sock pattern that I'm designing to go with an amazingly gorgeous skein of yarn that Julia from Pandia's Jewels dyed, and we'll have a kit for the pattern and the yarn sometime after the new year. I'm thinking maybe in February. So I am designing that new sock pattern now. Huzzah! And then next up on my needle is my amazing autumnal socks, and it is one needle. Well, it's got two needles on it, but it's one needle, right? Because each of the little parts is a needle, right?
Yes.
Okay. So my amazing wait, I forgot how I called them. Amazing Autumnal Socks. I'm doing these on US 1.5 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn is Lal Bear Bounce Sock 4-ply in the coneflower colorway. Are you making faces while I'm talking?
What? No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Well, I finished the first sock. Look, it looks like it has polka dots. Isn't that fabulous? So this is just a plain vanilla my plain vanilla recipe with the Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I made the leg a little longer this time, so that's it's going up. So instead of stopping, what I usually do, let me just take this off and I'll show you what I do. Here, have a foot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a gift. So what I usually do is after I do the heel and I'm starting to work on the leg, when I'm checking the length, I fold it over. And what I typically do is where the toe increases stopped, that's usually where I stop and then I do the cuff. Well, this time I kept knitting all the way to the end of the toe length and then did the cuff. So it's not that much longer, probably about 1.5 inches longer. But I haven't tried it on yet to see what I think of the length. But so that's what I'm trying. So the first one's done. Second one is cast on. Got the toe done and I've started on the leg on my little Zoom Zoom needles. So that's on the needles. And then thirdly, if you've been following on social media, you know that I am doing a NaNoWriMo sweater, which is National Knit a Sweater in a Month. And you're supposed to knit a sweater of 50,000 or more stitches in the month of November. I am up to, I want to say around 37,000 stitches now. That's a lot. So the pattern I'm using is the Miranda pattern by Josie Paquin. And I'm doing this on US 6's 4 mil needles and US 8's 5 mil needles. And I'm using Brigantia yarn that's going everywhere. Brigantia Luxury Yarn Aran in the Chartreuse colorway. So I've gotten a lot accomplished.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you what's going on. Because I know, like, I'm trying to think how much I had done when we recorded last week. Not much. Probably just, I don't think I had separated the sleeves yet. So, this is a top-down sweater with this lovely cable pattern. So I'm doing the short sleeve version. So I have already bound off the sleeves and then they just roll up, which is so fun. So now I am down here.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
My gosh.
I need to use your space, Damaris.
Mm.
So you can see that I've done this cable pattern, but then I've stopped. And here are my cute little pandas that are my Haya interchangeables. You can screw them into the end of the cable to make them stoppers. Help you, yes. And then, so I have stitches on hold here, and then I've continued down, and this is the lining of the pocket. And then as well as I'm working still on the circumference of the sweater. And then when I get done with the length that I need for the pocket lining, I'll go back here and I'll continue this cable pattern down to make the outside of the pocket. And then it'll join together with the pocket lining and then the ribbing. And then there will be a hood added to it. So, there.
My gosh.
I know.
You're hitting me in the face with it.
I know. Isn't it amazing? I can't wait to wear it. I might just wear it every day. Just change out the
It'll felt.
No, I'll just change out the long sleeved t-shirt that I put underneath it. And just wear it every day. Because I love it. So, yeah. So I'm almost done with the pocket lining. I think I have like 4 rows left. And then I need to do the pocket front. Join them together, do the ribbing, and then do the hood, and I'll be done. If I figured correctly, I will have about 55,000 stitches when I finish. And this is up through what day is today? The 12th? So I've done some on it today. I'm only 12 days in, and I'm about 70% done. Isn't it crazy? I know. And that's everything that's on my needles because most of my time has been spent on this sweater. Alright, well let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for her finished project.
No, I have 2 finished projects.
Projects. I was looking in the wrong part.
Yes, I have 2.
Projects.
So one you should know by now, is my weekly preemie hat. This is number 33 for the year. The yarn is Bluebonnet Fibers Somebody to Love Me colorway, and then Seared Our Bonus DK in the Flint colorway, and this is on US 6's 4mm needles. The pattern is my free Ravelry pattern top-down preemie hat. So I just had a smidge left from this yarn that Engineer's Falcon Rebecca had spun for me. So I just used it as the stripe. I think it turned out really cute. So there, that's done. The other thing I can't show you. You know, I was working on that super secret project. It was the Doctor Who Companions Club 2nd edition, 2nd sock pattern. I finished it, I've blocked it, and it looks fabulous. So we've got to go take photos of both the first and second one so I can finish the pattern write-ups to get them ready, because the first one is going to be releasing in a couple weeks. Not very long. So I think that's everything that is FOs. Maybe my sweater will be finished for next week. Wouldn't that be fabulous? I know. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, well then let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for my favorite part of our show. Yummies. What are yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So you're starting today.
Yes, it actually came out last week with all the Marvel news, but I forgot about it. It was a 15-second... No, it wasn't. No.
This one was longer.
Yeah.
This was like 2.5 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking about the wrong week. Yeah. Well, this came out. It's 2.5 minute sneak peek for Marvel's Agent Carter.
Yay!
Featuring Jarvis.
Yes.
Yay!
And this is supposed to start, is it in January?
Yeah, Tuesdays this January. Only on ABC.
So we are ready for that to come out. What else?
The final trailer for The Hobbit, The Battle of Five Armies came out.
Yes. And that releases when? December?
Yeah. 14th or 12th or something like that.
We'll have to book our tickets. But I think before we go, because we don't go to the cinema very often, the movie theater for you US people. But once or twice a year, there's a movie that we're like, okay, we're going to go see that at the cinema. So The Hobbit will be one of them, because we've seen all of them in the cinema. Mm-hmm. So I think before we go see it, though, we should rewatch the 2 Hobbit ones that have already come out. Because it's been a year. I've kind of forgotten some of this stuff. And it's been so long since I read the books. So we should definitely do that. All right, I got some lovelies in the mail this week. So first up was from Sally Jane, who is Pink Hair Girl on Ravelry, and she has the Pink Hair Girl podcast, and she lives in South Africa. So this is a postcard from Cape Peninsula, South Africa, and I had won a prize in her one of her cows. She sent me toffee candies. Toffees. Sorry, my words aren't working. Toffees. Taffies.
Laffy Taffy.
I think the sun is trying to do something. I don't know. Anyway. So she sent me candies, but I ate them already. They were really good. But I also won some buttons. This is from Incomparable Buttons. Handmade, fully washable, giving employment to women in South Africa. www.buttonmad.com.
Www. What's a www?
www.
Why didn't you just say www?
Because www is faster.
But what is a dub?
It's a W.
What?
Anyway, buttons. They're flowers. And they're really cute. So I got to figure out something to put them on. I don't know what. I'll come up with something. So thank you so much to Sally Jane. And then also I got another parcel in the post this week. So when I posted this, I think I said for the past 15 years, but I think it's actually been 16. Because I think I did it the Christmas before you were born too. So I think for 16 years now, longer than Damaris has been alive, I have been in charge of a Christmas ornament exchange in an online group I'm a part of. And so I got my ornament exchange parcel in the post. And this came from my friend Sharon. So the ornament she sent me is this Christmas nativity. And I love nativities. we weren't able to bring out most of them that I had collected with us when we moved over. So I'm thankful for that. She sent me this hysterical daily calendar. If you can't lose it, decorate it. And it is so funny. So that, and then she's from Nashville, and so she sent us this Nashville made, which I've never had. They're called Goo Goo clusters since 1912. So this candy, it does have gluten, but I will try it anyway. It says it's luscious caramel, smooth creamy marshmallow, and fresh roasted peanuts, all covered with a thick coating of pure milk chocolate. These are the supreme ones. I don't know what makes them supreme.
They're large.
Something. So I'm excited to try those. I waited to try those until we'd shown y'all on the podcast. So I did have a little bit of what's the word? I didn't eat them all at once.
Self-restraint.
Restraint. I had a little restraint so that I could show y'all. So yeah. I am now 17 days without buying yarn in my yarn diet. Although Damaris thinks I cheated. But I said one of my caveats was the golden skein.
Not for you to get another one of it. I thought you meant the one you already get, not for you to get another one. Then you could technically be on a yarn diet permanently, but your caveat is golden skein, and you just keep getting more and more and more of the golden skein.
Well, yes, I ordered 12 skeins for next year. Because since I'm a member already in the Winter Club, I then was able to sign up early before they released it to the general public for the next 4 clubs for 2015. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the golden skein is done by Jo, who is Shiny Bees on Ravelry, and she is the Shiny Bees podcast, and I believe her name is Kate is the other one, and they take an inspiration photo and have 3 indie dyers dye based on that photo, and then you get the 3 skeins of yarn. So I signed up for, I've already signed up for the fireworks one. That'll be coming in a couple weeks. And then I signed up for, I know that there's penguins. That's like next year at this time. There is like a lava one. There's like an ocean one which I think might be self-striping. Oh, it's a beautiful picture. Oh, and the other one is flowers with a butterfly. So I'm very excited to see it. Should be fabulous. All right, next up, let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is GGK Crafty Pad, Mare?
You take a look at our prompt list for the month, and you post a picture on the corresponding day for that prompt.
Yes. Why don't you tell them what GGK Crafty Pad stands for? Because last night we had some friends over. We taught 2 new people to knit. You know, I'm turning everybody into knitters. And we were talking about the podcast and stuff, and they didn't know what GGK Crafty Pad stood for.
Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day.
Challenge. There's no, but I didn't put the C on there.
You don't add a C.
No, but it's the photo a day challenge. So what is our theme for this month?
Thankfulness.
That's right. So what are we about? Oh, where can they post stuff?
Anywhere, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
Yes. So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were our favorites for this week. So congrats to those of you that were chosen this week.
You've been chosen.
You've been chosen and featured on Instagram in a video, and you'll be in the show notes, and you're in the podcast. So that's fabulous. So keep participating in that, and yay. All right, Damaris, let's talk about upcoming events. You're first.
Every Monday we attend one of our local knitting clubs, the Town Mouse Knitting Club.
Yes, we have not been the last couple of weeks, but hopefully we'll get back this next week. So if you're ever in Edinburgh, or if you live here in Edinburgh, you should definitely come. There's more details in the show notes. Then next up is the Edinburgh Yarn Festival, which is March 14th and 15th in Edinburgh. That's the name, Edinburgh Yarn Festival. And we'll be there. We'll be in the podcaster lounge at some point. More details on that coming. And I'll also be there with Sam from Knit Run Dig. We'll be vending in a booth together with her bags and my patterns. And then finally, the Geeky Puffin Knitpalooza, which is the retreat that Damaris and I and Sam from Knit Run Dig are hosting here at Edinburgh. It'll be on Thursday the 29th of October 2015 through Sunday the 1st of November 2015. We're working on details. We're hoping to have the price for you at the end of next week, and the sign-ups will start December 1st. So there's more details on the website, which is in the show notes. All right, I think that's everything. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what books we're reading and what TV we're watching.
So what are you reading, Mare?
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain.
How's it going?
I'm like 40% through it.
Okay. You're not enjoying it.
No,
How long do you have until you have to have it completely read?
I don't know, like another unit or something.
You should figure out exactly when you have to have it read by, and then figure out how many pages are left or how much percentage is left, and divide that, and that way you can read that percentage each day, and then you'll be done when you need to be. I'll help you. We'll figure it out. I think that's a good idea. That way you know, okay, I need to read 4% every day or whatever to be done in time. We can do that. Yeah. Okay, what else are you reading?
Well, I read all of Volume 1 of Matt Fraction's Hawkeye.
Okay. I didn't know you'd finished it.
Yeah.
So it was called My Life is a Weapon?
Yeah.
And so are you reading another comic book now?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I'll mark that one that you finished reading it. What'd you think of it?
I need the other ones.
Maybe you
I
can...
need number 19, which is all sign language.
What volume is that in?
3 probably. Or
Mm.
4. I can't remember. No, 3 is LA Woman, I think. I can't remember.
Well, Christmas is coming,
Yes.
so maybe you'll get some for Christmas. That would be fabulous. All right. What I'm reading my nonfiction book number 19 for the year. It's Brene Brown's The Gifts of Imperfection. Let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are. I've actually read this one before, but it was so good that I decided to read it again. I really like her writing. And then I'm also currently rereading the Outlander series, but I'm adding in the short stories and other novels that are in the same time frame. They're in the same universe, but they're not the main Outlander books. So, I finished reading Voyager. Oh, this is stuff by Diana Gabaldon, not child-friendly. Okay. I finished reading Voyager, which is one of the main Outlander books, and then I read the short story Lord John and the Hellfire Club.
Mutants.
No, not mutants. And now I'm reading an actual novel called Lord John and the Private Matter. So, and Lord John is a character from Outlander. I can't remember which book he was first in. Maybe the second one. But this is a story just about him, with some references to some of the Outlander characters. Does that make sense? So, that's what I'm reading. Alright, let's talk TV. You want to start?
We finished rewatching season 8 of Stargate SG-1 and finished rewatching season 1 of Stargate Atlantis.
And it's a cliffhanger from Stargate Atlantis.
Dun, Damn.
So we need to start season 9 of SG1.
There's only 2 more.
I know, but then there's the movies.
Movies.
Yeah, the direct-to-DVD movies. Yes.
Is there any other kind?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
So there's 2 seasons of SG1 left, and is it 3 more seasons of Atlantis?
I don't know.
I think it is. And then Stargate Universe.
It's like 2 seasons.
Yeah, I think it's only 2 seasons, because it did not do very well.
It has Mina.
Yeah, it does. From S.H.I.E.L.D. in it. Anything else you want to say about Stargate?
No.
No.
I figured there would be lots of things you wanted to say about Stargate.
Oh, the whole when Jack and Sam were kissing?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
You should have seen me. I was like... I was so excited. Even though I've seen it a zillion times. It's still amazing. I love them together. What else are we watching? Gilmore Girls, we're rewatching season 5. We're almost to the point where Rory rebels. Such a sad time. But Luke and Lorelai are back together, even though Emily tried to mess with them. Which is good. And then we're also rewatching Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. We're in season 3. I'm rewatching. Damaris is watching for the first time. What else? I am watching season 1 of Everwood, which is pretty good. I'm enjoying that. And then the Hubs and I are watching Rizzoli and Isles. We finished season 3, and we're in season 4 now. And I had totally forgotten that the actor that plays Frost died in real life. I knew he did. After I looked it up last night, I was like, oh yeah, I remember when this happened. But I think we're about to hit that point in season 4. Which is sad. Because they'll deal with it. He was so young. He was only 29. So that's sad. Okay, you're up next.
Oh, we're watching season 10 of Criminal Minds as it airs.
Anything you want to say about it? No, I can't really remember what happened this week.
Stuff.
Yeah, they solved a case.
Things.
Yeah. Okay, move on to the next one. Because I know you have things to say about it.
Elementary 3.2, the 5 orange pips.
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 So?
I forget to write things down. It's like, what happened? What happened?
It was the in the toy that was poison.
Yeah.
And kids died.
Oh. Joan Bell is like, hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
And we found out a little bit more about that character that I don't like.
Kitty, I like Kitty. I like Kitty. You're being very judgmental. She's only been in 2 episodes. And you're just like, nah, I don't like her.
She's not Joan.
So?
I like Joan.
Clyde's not Joan.
Yes, but Clyde is not tried to take over Joan's position.
Kitty's not trying to do that.
Yes, she is.
No.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
I like Kitty. Kitty's good, okay?
So.
I like, yeah.
So what else do you want to say about Elementary?
I like Kitty.
I don't like her right now. Maybe she'll grow on me. We'll see. Trying to think. We did find out some of her background. That's what I was trying to say. About why there's like no record of her except for until 5 years ago. Because of something bad that happened. And she started over. So, when's the next one and what is it?
And the next one is just a regular irregular on this tomorrow, today. For you.
Depending on when you're watching it. It airs today. No.
No, tomorrow.
It airs tomorrow.
Today.
But we won't watch it till Friday.
But you are most likely watching it today, which is Thursday, but not for us, because it's Wednesday.
We time travel in this show. Your arch nemesis will be over, and are we going to watch Elementary with your arch nemesis?
I don't know.
We'll see. Does your arch nemesis watch Elementary?
I don't know.
You must find out all the details about your arch nemesis' life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Bones. We're watching season 10. It's good. Yeah. The Big Bang Theory season 8. Sheldon told Amy that he loves her. OMG. It was amazing. Haven season 5. Once Upon a Time season 4. We watched the series 5 finale of Downton Abbey. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they arrested her. OMG. Yeah. And you had to know that the dad was going to figure out about the grandchild. And he did. Yeah. So, but it will be back with a Christmas special in December. Up next is you.
What?
We watched it last night.
Oh, yeah. Castle, 7.6, The Time of Our Lives. I think you have more to say about it than I do.
They finally got married! It was an alternate universes thing, though. Yeah.
It was a dream.
Where Castle was in an alternate reality where he and Beckett hadn't met, and so everything that was different, and him realizing, hey, I need to grasp things, and we just need to do this now. And so when he got back from the alternate universe, they got married. They didn't need to wait anymore. He just grasped onto life, and they got married.
Life is not a tangible substance.
The next episode of that is Once Upon a Time in the West. Next week. Yeah. NCIS LA, we're watching season 6. Yep. All right, and now
You have a lot of stuff to say.
I do have a lot of stuff to say about this.
Okay. Doctor Who 8.12, Death in Heaven, the series 8 finale.
Yes. But there will be a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They billed Jenna first.
And this was the first time that the companion's face has been in the credits.
Yeah. I did it just because.
Because she was the doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Osgood. Osgood. Woo! So this time she had on bow tie and Converse. And she said, bow ties are cool. And then Kate. Yeah. Cybermen can fly. Who knew? Who knew? You're the next one.
Yeah. Chaplet Funeral Home. And Chaplet, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, though.
I think you are.
Yeah. Is the last name of a previous companion, Dodo Chaplet.
Yes. So that was kind of cool. The Doctor is the president of Earth. I didn't know that, and apparently he did not know that either. Alright, I'm trying to scroll so we can see everything. Hey, Missy, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Missy. Hey, Missy. You wrote the next one.
Oh my giddy aunt. That's what the second Doctor would say. Oh my giddy aunt.
I'm accelerating for dramatic effect. Yeah. Missy was dancing. That was kind of funny. And then Danny! And then he made the decision to save the little boy instead of himself. What is squee for?
Mission to squeeze.
Oh, that's right. I
I
forgot.
thought you would be like,
Yes. And then the James Bond music. That was hysterical. And then Clara tells him, do as you're told. Again, that's been used all series. I am an idiot with a box. That was the Doctor. And then you want to do the next one?
The Brigadier.
That was so... And the portrait was from a previous episode. I think it was before the series ones. I think it was in a season.
Oh, I didn't think it was a portrait. It looked like a photograph from like...
No, it's a portrait.
Oh.
I read an article about it.
Oh, okay.
So it's from, I think it's from one of the seasons of the show.
5 Doctors, maybe?
I don't remember. Or it could have been one from one of the TV movies.
No, there was only one TV movie.
Well, I think
and it
there's...
wasn't in that.
I think it was an unauthorized one.
Unauthorized TV movie.
Yeah, I read about it. Yep.
Ooh. That's dangerous.
And then 2 weeks later. So the doctor thinks Danny came back to be with Clara. And she doesn't want to disappoint him by telling him the truth. And she thinks that he found Gallifrey. And he doesn't want to disappoint her. So they both lie to each other. Never again. Never trust a hug. It's just a way to hide your face. And then the TARDIS flies away. And she walks away. What? And then what happened?
There's a knock on the door of the TARDIS. That's the worst knock I've ever heard.
I don't have wood.
Okay.
There you go.
You see.
So it was Santa Claus. Doctor, you know it can't end like that. We need to get this sorted quickly. She's not all right, and neither are you. Santa, what do you want for Christmas? So then I read another article. I've been reading lots of articles about Doctor Who. Because we know that, what was the astronaut guy's name? It was in one of the early episodes of the series that was related to Danny. Orson. So we know Orson is related to Danny somehow. So
But how?
one of the theories is that Clara is pregnant with Danny's child. That's one of the theories. I guess the other theory would be that Danny finds a way back.
Samuel Anderson is so sweet and funny.
He is.
Like, there was a video of him on the BBC website. It's like Samuel Anderson uncut, and
He's
he was
so
he was just playing a trumpet.
Oh
Just
yes,
playing a
it was
trumpet.
hysterical. It was so good.
Film crew, they're known to be vicious creatures.
Yes. So let's talk about Series 8 as a whole. How would you rate Series 8?
7.
Yeah. The Peter Capaldi as the Doctor is a 10. He is amazing.
And Jin acting
Yeah.
is galactically amazing.
Yeah, she's been really good. Some of the writing has been crappy. Some of the stories has been crappy.
Get more female writers!
So, I love Peter. I'm so glad that he's playing the Doctor. Hopefully we will get some better written episodes in Series 9. You think? And the rumors are that Clara's leaving in the Christmas special. Don't know. We'll see. And if so, then will we be getting a new companion? And
No.
when? Lots of questions unanswered. Stay tuned.
For scenes from our next episode.
Yes. Same bat time, same bat channel.
No.
Alright, I think we have parsed Doctor Who to death, so we probably should move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about our artistic autumnal cal.
Which is coming close to being at an end. You've got a little more than half the month left to finish. So this is for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to autumn. It could not have been started before September 1st, and you have to finish by November 30th. And you can enter multiple projects. That's fine. Just do a separate post in the Ravelry thread for each project. Because when we choose winners of the prizes, we just go by how many numbers are in the thread, not by how many projects you have in a single post. So separate your projects out. And we have prizes donated by Eileen, who is Leaner on Rav, Eileen, who is Wisconsin Knitter on Rav, and Liz, who is Ellie Jellybean on Rav. They all donated patterns. And then we also will have at least one prize from our goodie bag. Yep. So there's been a lot of finished projects this week. So Damaris, why don't you give some shout outs to them?
A. Bingham, AM Knits 18, Andy times 2, Angie's Hip, Angie Ann, AZ Knitwit times 2, Ben DJ, Britter the Knitter, Cindy L. In, Crouching Cheese, Daisy Knits a Lot times 2, Denise Chang, Ellie Jellybean times 4, Fairy Dust 90, Ayana, Katie Did What, Knit Princess 83, Laura Mag, Leaner, El McCall, Phoenix Fire, RS Island times 2, Sarah Pomegranate times 2, Saratoga Knitting, SC Beach Chick, Teresa 2121 times 2, Tulip 102903 times 2, and Ugly Betty.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot of projects. Yay, great job everybody. So keep working on your projects and get them posted into the thread. We will close the thread on the morning of December the 1st. And then the podcast that comes next after that, we will draw for the winners. And maybe next week we'll talk about the Winter Wonderland Cal, which will cover December, January, February, because we will be doing it just like we're doing the Autumnal Cal, where you just have to convince it's related to winter. But we will also be doing a charity knit along at the same time, which will, for charity items, you'll get 2 entries into the giveaways instead of just 1. So we'll give you all the details on that, if not next week, the week after, so that you have that going in, so that you can do some planning. All right, well, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us a question and we answer it.
And this week it's specifically for Ask the Geeky Girl Damaris.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, so here's the question for you, Damaris. Are you ready? Okay. Bunny Lover on Rav, who is Carly from the UK. Yeah, she's got a good question. I have a question for Damaris. So now that you are halfway to 30, where would you love to be when you are 30? I mean in life rather than geographically, but that's a cool thought too. So, Damaris, when you are 30, where do you hope to be in your life and or geographically?
I really don't know.
Maybe you'll have finished your beekeeper's quilt by then.
Maybe.
All your hexapuffs.
Yeah. I don't know.
Where would you like to be living when you're 30? If you could live anywhere in the whole world.
I don't know. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Yeah, maybe let's just stay here in Scotland.
London.
Oh, London? That'd be nice. Somewhere in the UK, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like the UK. And so what would you be liking? What would you be liking? What would you like to be doing with your life at 30?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe have a college degree in something. I don't know what.
I think sociology. So that you can study people and fandoms. I think that would be a grand area for you. I don't know, it's just a thought. Where else would you like to be when you're 30? Married?
I don't know.
Family?
I don't know.
Kids?
I don't
Are
know.
you gonna make me a grandma?
I don't know.
But you can't call me grandma. We'll have to come up with a good grandma name for me. Yaya Cece. How about that one? That's what they can call me. Yaya Cece. I'll answer to that. You were born before I was 30. I was
22.
22 when you were born. I was married in just like 4.5 years older than you are now.
Ha, yeah, no.
No, 3.5 years older than you are now. No, 4.5. Because I was almost 20.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Anything else you can think of? What kind of job would you like to be doing?
I have no idea.
No idea. Maybe.
I came into this question so unprepared.
And you even knew. I told you. I was like, this is your question coming up. You could be a writer of comic books.
Yeah.
You would need an illustrator.
Yes.
You could be a writer of a regular book. You could write a novel. That would be fun.
The great American novel in
Yes.
Britain.
In Britain, yeah.
Maybe I will have finally defeated my arch nemesis.
Ooh, maybe so. Maybe so. Alright, is there anything else you want to say about this question?
No. Okay.
Okay, well, thank you to Carly for the question, even though Damaris really didn't
I'm
totally
sorry.
answer that. Maybe we'll come back to this question again in a few months and let you think on it some more. Alright, let's move on to the next segment. It's the end of the world as we know it.
I feel fine.
Yes. It's the end of the podcast already. How did we get here so quickly?
Puddle jumper.
That's right. We're time travelers. You have forgotten. Alright, so we have a giveaway going on. Yes? Do you want to say who it is and what it is, and then I'll talk about the giveaway?
Catherine Steinhauer, who is Screw Melchin,
On Rav.
has released a new pattern called Mesia.
Which is on the screen right now.
That's part of the Embryophytes collection, which is a collection of shells inspired by the big groups of plants within the embryophytes, also known as land plants.
Yes. So she donated a copy of the pattern for one of you. So go to our Ravelry group and find the thread and answer the question, what is your favorite plant or flower? And we will announce the winner in next week's episode, episode 15, that'll go live on the 20th of November. Thank you to Catherine for donating that pattern. Next up, just a reminder that Anna of Toil and Trouble Yarns is hosting a fiber retreat, in May 2015 in New Hampshire. Details in the show notes. The Outlander Cal is ongoing. Details in the show notes. We'll start talking about it again in more detail when it gets closer to the second half of season 1 coming back. Just a reminder that we're Amazon affiliates, so if you click on any links in our show notes, it will take you to Amazon, and if you purchase something, Amazon will give us a little bit of money back, and that helps pay for the things that are connected to the podcast, like mailing out prizes and buying prizes and badges and all that jazz. So if you're shopping on Amazon, we'd appreciate if you would go through our website to do it. Thank you for those of you who have, because you have. I see it on my screen when I look. And we appreciate it. Alright, Damaris, is that everything?
Yeah.
So why don't you tell them where to find us online? Oh, and we also forgot to tell them what to do if they had a question for us for Ask the Geeky Girls.
You do the thing. You go into our Ask the Geeky Girls thread and post it.
Yes. And then we'll answer it.
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Facebook. Did you say Facebook?
Yes.
Did you say Instagram?
Yes.
Did you say Ravelry?
Yes.
Okay. It was in a weird order.
Ravelry, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Okay. I believe you. My brain's not working great today. Okay. Well, I think that's everything. So we're going to go so we can get this podcast processed and get ready to get it out to y'all. So thanks for watching. We love you guys. You're amazing. Mwah. And happy knitting, and we will see you next week. Bye.